For C.J. Anderson on the ground last week. 16 carries, 51 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top-5 rush defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want...
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys run up the line of scrimmage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him again. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to go down again. C.J. Mosley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Hireman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazing. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. C.J. Mosley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you got a team that sits 28th in the league in rushing, so I guess. On 2nd down, Anderson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And that is incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A dump off to Anderson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Henry Anderson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He'll drop to throw, and his throw here's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. And he's got Hireman. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They'll set up to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.